How do you feel life has changed you as a father? How do you feel like your life has changed from when you remember no children to children?
For me, it's definitely made me like more of a calm person.
Okay, that's
Because
interesting.
even like before, growing up, and this might even be related to like my dad not being at home. I was just an angry child. Not really an angry child, but I had a short fuse.
Okay.
So getting into trouble at school, or like fighting with my brother, stuff like that. And then as I've got older now, having kids, more calm, more patience, definitely. It's kind of just put a lot of stuff just into perspective.
Yeah.
100%.
What about yourself?
I think a bit more content.
Because yours is quite new as well.
Yeah,
So
it's quite. I would say content. Like I get solace from just bathing him. You know, like I used to probably say like I'm quite an overly ambitious person or set lots of goals. And I think now that I have my son, I feel like I'm more content and reserved as to what I want to achieve. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to work hard and get certain things, but I'm more about, okay, like, how can we have a good family unit? I think that's what I care about more. I see my friends less.
Okay.
So I think for me, it's like my sphere of influence, or like what I care about a lot more is centered on like how is he doing? Like, am I looking into his education or his development? I'm obsessed with his development. You know.
Yeah. So changing priorities almost.
Yeah. I'll probably say that a lot. At the same time, more understanding.
Okay.
More understanding of, you know, sometimes when you think to yourself, like you look at people, maybe whether it's their parenting style or like how they do things, and you just never understand the context of why someone is doing that certain type of thing. So like I have more, like you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So like, who am I to say X or Y or Z? Because I now know that like, how people do certain things, whatever works for you, if that's what's working for you, do that. You know, so I feel like more understanding, contextual, patient, yes and no, because sometimes when I carry him and he's like starts buzzing out, I'm thinking like, what's wrong with this guy, man? So I say patience half and half.
Just touching on that, do you feel like you was ready for kids when you had your child? Do you feel like the timing was right for you?
From an ambition point of view, like I said to myself, I want to have my first child before I turn 30.
Okay.
So like in kind of just saying it, like I thought, but when he came, I was not ready at all. Not ready. Like financially, like I was out of work for 6-7 months. Financially, not ready at all. With that as well, mentally wasn't ready. I don't think we're ready but I feel like having him was such a massive blessing.
Yeah. Like for me, I had my first child when I was 22. Wasn't planned. The relationship wasn't great at the time. It impacted me because it was like, this child's like my responsibility now. Do you know what I mean? It made me look at myself differently, but I was still quite immature. There was a lot of immature ways I had that I don't think really changed. When my second child came along, I was 28. That impacted me because to me, it was like, I have 2 children now. Like, I can't keep doing certain things. Like, to be honest, I didn't know how to cook. Like, my mum, love my mum to bits, but she never really taught me to cook. Do you know what I mean? It was a lot of maybe oven food, and it was single parent, so she was always in a rush maybe on the go. So to me, I got to 28 and I was like, I don't know how to cook. I need to start teaching myself, because what are these kids going to learn from me? And that was my thing. Like, I didn't have a father around, so I had no one to learn from, right? These 2 boys are looking at me, but they're able to look at me, but what are they going to learn from me? So I started changing the way I ate, like little things. I actually adopted more of a plant-based diet, started learning how to cook, got on top of my finances, got my first mortgage, loads of things, because I looked at it as like, no, this is serious now. I can't keep doing that. What's interesting about you is that obviously you've got 2 children, right? And you said that you became more calmer.
Yeah.
And was that instantly from your first child, or did you notice that there was actually a difference between how you became when you had your second child?
No, from my first child.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't even say it was like